Captain.
Hello, Brand. We just docked a half an hour ago. Any special orders at this end?
No. How about Harvey? Are you sure he got away from the island?
He must have. Captain Mephisto thinks he may have headed for this port.
Well, if he had, we'd have spotted him. I have men posted at all the docks. We're watching his house.
If he got here, the first thing he would do would be to take those blueprints to Professor Forrest's daughter.
I thought of that, too. My men are watching her house night and day. If he's picked up, I'll let you know.
Fine.
Skipper have any news of Harvey?
Not a thing. He's either dead or smarter than we thought. Hey, there's Harvey now. Don't shoot unless you have to. Come on. Well, looks like he's giving us the slip.
So what? He'll go to Professor Forrest's house to see the girl. You've got men there to take him.
Well, Forrest's daughter may not be there. She's been assisting Lance Reardon in his laboratory. If Harvey knows that, he may go to Reardon's place. We'll find out.
Lance Reardon, the criminologist? I don't want to mix with that guy.
You want me to tell Captain Mephisto you refuse to obey orders?
No, I didn't say I wouldn't go.
All right, then. Come on.
Inspector?
How are you, Lance?
Hello. Do you have any news for me?
I'm sorry, Claire. The police are at the end of their rope. Your father and his colleagues seem to have disappeared completely. Actually, this isn't a routine police job. It calls for some of Lance Reardon's scientific crime detection. We've had to call him in on our last 3 homicides, and in one case, he located the killer with only a battered derby hat as a clue.
But this is different, Reed. We've got to look for a man over 1,000-odd miles of ocean. We don't even have a derby hat to start with this time.
That's right. And there's no evidence of a crime, and no motive for a crime.
There's a motive, all right. If news of Professor Forrest's invention leaks out, a lot of people would like to get their hands on it.
Suppose you tell me something about it.
Dad calls it a radioatomic power transmitter. He says that with a shortage of fuel oil all over the world, our whole transportation system will be crippled. His machine will transmit power from a central base to ships and planes.
Due to the scarcity of radium, it was necessary to form an expedition and search for new sources of this rare element.
Why, it's Spencer Harvey.
Why, these are the plans of your father's radioatomic transmitter.
Then they probably killed Dad, too.
I don't think so. Whoever's after these plans would try and keep your father alive to help them build the device.
2 men got away in a fast car. I'll throw out a dragnet for those killers.
Noted engineer murdered. Spencer Harvey killed by unknown assailant. Spencer Harvey, well-known civil engineer, was shot to death last night at the door of Lance Reardon, criminologist who...
Never mind that tripe. Does it say anything about the blueprints?
Not a word. Maybe Harvey destroyed them.
No, he took them out of his pocket on the doorstep. Well, they were in his hand when I shot him. Reardon must have them.
What do we do now?
Have this ship ready to sail the minute I come aboard. I'm going after those prints.
All right.
My analysis on Harvey's clothes and the post-mortem on his body showed that he'd been in a country of volcanic origin. That narrows it down to this group of islands.
Yes, but those islands cover considerable territory. You might as well say that Forrest is somewhere in the Pacific.
Wait a minute. Harvey's shoes showed traces of sap from the Volusia fern, a plant grown on only 3 of these islands.
Only in 3 of them.
Well, we can do better than that. One of these islands is called Mystery Island. That used to be a penal colony, but is now privately owned.
Oh, I see. Sort of a crook's paradise.
Now, where would you look for Forrest?
Mystery Island.
Right.
You're a wizard, Lance. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not until I get more evidence, Inspector.
I guess you're right. Well, good luck, Lance.
So long, Inspector. I'll keep you posted.
I'll take that, Reardon.
Where did he go?
He got away in a car. What was he after?
Your father's blueprints. I'm afraid we're going to meet some tough people on Mystery Island.
Speak, Brand.
You got my report, Captain Mephisto. After killing Harvey, I,
Failed to secure the blueprints of Forrest's machine. Failed to take care of Lance Ridd in order to prevent him from learning of this island.
We kept Harvey from talking, sir.
You hope so. You're not even sure of that. I have word from the mainland that Ridd and the Forrest girl sailed for Mystery Island soon after you left. Let me know when their ship enters the harbor.
Yes, sir.
Reardon is dangerous, may cause us trouble and delay. I must put more pressure on Forrest and Raymond and force them to finish the power transmitter at once.
You can't be stalling on this job, Forrest. That devil Captain Mephisto will kill us both. Not while my transmitter is incomplete. Don't get panicky. Harvey may have escaped to the mainland.
If
you're delaying your work in the hope of a rescue, Forrest, I may tell you that your engineer, Harvey, was killed. He communicated with no one.
You're going to pay in full for all your murders, Captain. Remember, I'm the only one who can complete the work on the transmitter.
What have you accomplished?
There are still difficulties. I haven't enough sustained power. I'll show you. Get the control unit. That model plane is equipped with a motor, which is activated by the radioatomic energy from my transmitter. Some atmospheric interference, the nature of which I haven't been able to discover.
You wouldn't dare trick me.
Trick you? I'd kill you if I thought I could escape afterwards. As it is, I'm obeying orders.
Don't tax my patience too far.
He won't wait much longer. No. And since Harvey is dead, we must contrive our own escape.
How?
Cut through the walls of this room. Mephisto doesn't know it, but I have devised an attachment for the transmitter that will develop a jet of radium vapor that will cut through anything, even the walls of this dungeon. Block the door to keep them out until we're ready.
Come in.
The ship just docked, sir. Reardon and the Forrest girl are on the way here. Do you want them stopped?
No, I have arranged to have them stay in the mansion. I will meet them in my other personality as one of the owners of the island.
I've often wondered how you change from one person to another.
No doubt you have. I'll tell you this much. The appearance of human beings, stature, complexion, and pigmentation is controlled by the molecular arrangement of the blood corpuscles. I have found a means of altering that arrangement.
I understand.
If I thought you really did, I'd kill you. And remember, any attempt to discover which one of the owners is my true personality will result in your immediate destruction.
I hope we're not intruding, but Captain of the ship told us to come here.
That's right, sir. Professor Hargraves made the arrangements. I'm Hargraves.
This is Miss Claire Forrest, Professor.
How do you do?
And I'm Lance Reardon. We inquired about a hotel, and we were told that...
Come here. Quite right. There are no decent accommodations elsewhere, and we owners of the island try to take care of the few visitors we have.
You're very hospitable.
We have a unique arrangement here. Mystery Island is owned and governed by 4 of us, who are descendants of a certain Captain Mephisto, governor here when it was a penal colony. And this is Mr. Armstrong.
Hello, Mr. Armstrong.
Our sainted ancestor, among other things, was a pirate. Fortunately, he's been dead and gone a couple of 100 years.
I beg pardon, sir. He's not gone. He stalks through these rooms when it is dark, and the fishermen say he still prowls the waterfronts.
You'd better attend to the rooms of our guests.
Yes, sir.
I'm business manager of our company. We do a little exporting, you know, sponges and a few pearls. Well, here are the other 2 members of our company.
Fred Braley and attorney Paul Melton, Miss Claire Forrest and Lance Reardon.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Forrest? Then you must be the professor's daughter.
Of course. And I never connected the name.
Then you knew my father.
We all knew him, and we were deeply shocked to hear of his disappearance. He lived here at the mansion house with us. We supposed that he and his party had gone to one of the other islands. Some of his belongings are still in his suite.
We expect to make a thorough search for Professor Forrest, and any help that you gentlemen can give us will be appreciated.
Just consider the island your own.
Thank you.
Ruger will put you in your father's suite and arrange a room for Mr. Reardon.
Thank you very much. Here it is.
Fine. Tell me, why is the typewriter so important?
Father kept a record of his trips there and any important papers. There might be some kind of a clue. Look.
What's this? Route to my secret workshop under Old Fortress in Red Hills. See what you can find in the diary. I'll go down and speak to Ruga about Red Hills and try and arrange for a car. Must have gone out of the window. What did he look like?
Just as if he stepped out of that picture.
Don't lose your head. Dead men don't walk.
Lance, he was the very image of that pirate in the portrait.
We still have the map showing the location of the old fortress. We'll leave for there as soon as we can find a car.
Are you ready?
All ready.
What's up? Reardon's on his way here. We got to get the prisoners and the transmitter out of here at once. We'd better take a look down the passage. Reardon's due here any minute.
That'll do it. Now we'll take care of anyone who tries to follow us.